What's splashing is Soldier the Game Spitter. See, this is going to be a case of guilty by association, meaning you hang with them, you slide with them, you ride with them, you get money with them, you shop with them, you do entertainment business with them, you do shows with them, you do songs with them, which forces us to bring racketeering charges that we have upon you. You got to understand that. See, the gang unit in Georgia, they had to take a break for a minute because it was other departments in the federal building that needed help, like the human trafficking department, they needed help. The theft department, they needed help. It was so much theft going on. The murder, department, they needed help. The robbery and the pimping and all that there, they needed help. The scamming. See, all this stuff been going up way more than the gangs. They already had a gang problem, but all this other stuff I just named, they've been doing crazy numbers and they needed more assistance. So they put a lot of gang files, they pushed it back for a later day, which they brought back today. Understand that. See, the state of Georgia, the government, the mayor of Atlanta, they have all teamed up with the feds, and the plan, what they want to execute is, before the summertime come, they want to pass out a lot of indictments and get a lot of people off the streets because they know this summer crime is going to shoot up through the roof, which is already shooting up through the roof right now. So they want to put a dent in it before it get too hot, before June, July, and August. So that's why they come now in spring. You think the state of Georgia and the mayor of Atlanta, they don't want to show Biden and the Democrat Party that they doing their job in Georgia? You don't think the state of Georgia want to make some millions off these inmates and these street guys? Why wouldn't they? When they family members got money tied into the prisons, they own some of the prisons. They cousins, they uncles, they nephews. They got all this money in prisons. They need to make some millions. Release some old inmates that's in their fourth quarter. Yeah, the fourth quarter mean they in their late 40s, 50s. They in their last stages, meaning they don't pretty much got no more fight in them. So release them and bring some new ones in. Hell, we got some roads to fix. That's gonna cost millions of dollars. We got some bridges that need to be built and fixed. That's gonna cost millions of dollars. Why not make these black gangs, these Mexican gangs pay for it? Tax dollars and everything pay for it. You don't think they think like that? Why wouldn't they think like that? It's been working for centuries. Let's keep the process going. And all over in America, they cracking down on rappers associating themselves with these street guys, these street gangs. See, it ain't just that you got them in the music videos, it's what you're doing after the videos. Yeah. See, if you just kept it in the videos for like music videos, they would give your lawyer more room to fight for you when they do come in the courtroom. But when you do everything you do in life with them, and you seen, because you got to record everything for IG and Facebook and YouTube, which all this social media stuff was a gift and a curse, it's kind of hard for your lawyer to fight for you. It don't matter if you got the 6-figure lawyer, the 5-figure lawyer, or the $1 million lawyer, the 7-figure lawyer. It don't matter. It's hard for him to fight. He can make it sound good with a respectable face that, they communicate with and they have lunch with and all that, and they can give you a good deal. But it'd be hard where they can fight it, where you'll beat it, where you'll feel comfortable to take it to trial. Understand that. How could you want to take it to trial and feel comfortable when you seen going to the mall with them, hanging with them in your house all day, riding around in the city with them, getting in the shootouts, getting in the fights with them, being in the club with them, talking to girls with them. You do everything with them. Travel with them. You never leave these guys. These guys is always around you. So when Lucci turned himself in and he go to court for bond hearing, this how I pretty much gonna go. Like, his lawyer gonna speak first. He gonna explain, Your Honor, my client is no gang member. In fact, my client is no different from anybody in this courtroom. My client is an American citizen. My client is a tax-paying citizen. My client is a father. My client travels the world. My client is a 3-time platinum selling music artist. My client is an award nominator. My client is a Billboard top selling Billboard artist. Now, yes, my client had pictures with bandanas and street gang members, but he wasn't aware of what these guys do when they are not around him. He's not aware that these guys are involved in these real street activities. All my client does is when it's time to shoot music videos or to go on tour or, you know, to be seen in the public eye, he keep these guys around for the image, to be a rapper, to be a hip-hop superstar. This is what these rappers have to do. That doesn't mean he partake in criminal activities with these guys after the music video is over, after the studio time is over. That don't mean he fund these guys with drugs and guns. That doesn't mean that. There's no proof in that. That doesn't mean my client is recruiting young males and females to join a gang. My client is a CEO, a music artist that travels the world, that tours the world, and get paid for it the legit way. My client is nowhere near cahoots with any street gang activity. So today in this courtroom, I'm asking you to give us another bond on these new federal indictment charges. My client will agree to wear an ankle monitor. My client will agree to 24-hour lockdown in his house, in his home, where he can only go in his backyard or front yard, no farther than the mailbox. My client will agree to not be around any gang members or anybody who's a convicted felon. My client is willing to take drug tests and not consume any alcohol or consume any drugs whatsoever. My client agrees to not to be around any weapons unless he around security team. My client agrees to let the courts know if he need to go anywhere, as far as like if a family member dies, if you need to attend to a funeral, or if he want to get permission to do a show or go to a studio outside of his home. He's willing to ask the courts, ask whoever he need to ask to get permission. My client is not a danger to the Georgia community. Objection. Hold up, I'm not finished yet. Overruled. I think we heard enough from what you have to say about your client, Mr. Lucci. Let's hear the other side. Overruled. All right, go ahead. Your Honor, you know what kills me, right? What tickles me is with these rappers, these street rappers, which we see over and over and over. They come in here, they get the most expensive lawyer they can get, that everybody knows, as far as lawyers and judges and everybody, and they think just because they can afford the top level lawyer and they come in here and they have their story together, that we don't have the evidence that we have, that they change the evidence that we have. Your Honor, this is a guy, and yes, his lawyer is right about a few things. Yes, he is a 3-time platinum selling artist. Yes, he is an award nominator. Yes, he does travel the world and get paid for it the legit way. But he also funds the Street Blood Gang organization, and we have proof of that. And it will come out later in trial. And we do have an informant, informants that will take the stand against his client, Mr. Lucci, and others. See, Your Honor, in America, we all love drama movies. We all love gangster movies. We all here as a fan of Scarface, Training Day, and all these movies like Godfather. Yes, we watch these movies. We buy these movies. But the difference is when we watch Al Pacino and Scarface and he's with his gangsters and they doing a lot of drug dealing and money laundering and they shooting people and everything, it's a point in the movie where they say cut, right? And then when you see Lucci with the active gang members and with the guns in the video and the drug smoking and the drug dealing and everything, it's a cut at the end of the music video. Am I right? We all agree? We all agree. But the difference between Al Pacino and Mr. Lucci here is when we see Al Pacino at the award shows, he's not still with them same actors, them same gangster actors that we seen in the movie. When we see Al Pacino in the mall or paparazzi see him anywhere, going to have fun with his family or anywhere, he's not still with these same gangster guys that played in Scarface 20, 30 years ago. But here we have Mr. Lucci here. Everywhere we see him, he's with the same gang members. The same gang members that commit shootings in the state of Georgia. The same gang members that commit robberies and breaking entries and thefts and scamming and human trafficking and pimping and any crime that you could think of. He's still with these same guys. And we got proof of that. He was just with the same type of members. In this case, he's still fighting right now. That he's alleged the driver in that case. See, this is what these rappers and lawyers are coming here and do. These rappers think they can do what they want to do, commit crimes, get money the legit way and the illegal way. And when they get caught, they come in here and think they can hide behind everything by them selling out shows, by them going platinum, by them being the appearance at award shows, which this is what is supposed to happen. Of course they would get all this stuff when you really live in your lyrics. This has been a part of the rap game. This has been a part of the rap history since the beginning of time. Of course, you would sell 1 million records if you really out here shooting people, if you really out here robbing people, if you really out here hanging with real gang members. Your Honor, this is no different between Lucci and Jacob the Jeweler. Jacob the Jeweler he's a 3-time platinum chain seller. Yeah, he sold 3 million platinum chains, but he still also cleaned some of BMF money, which he's found guilty for. And here we have Lucci here. It's the same way. He fund the blood gang members guns. He fund them drugs, whether it's marijuana or crack cocaine or et cetera, et cetera. He buys them clothes. He takes their dirty money and uses it for YFN LLC for business purposes. Whether it's them paying for a verse, a feature, a club appearance. He takes the drug money and does what they need him to do. And he has to do that, Your Honor, for protection, for image. Because if he don't help them out washing their money or taking money from them or buy them guns and drugs and everything, they can flip on him or they can expose him, which we all know with gangster rappers, Your Honor, that would hurt their career. It can end their career if they expose them. So he's committed to the game just like they committed to him. It's a 50-50 deal. It's a friendly extortion on both ends, Your Honor. And I want to say he should get no bond. We can't keep showing the public, we can't keep showing these rappers that they can do what they want to do and still get bond. We gave him a second chance when we gave him bond for the shooting, was led to a murder. And now 60 days later or 90 days later, he comes back in this courtroom on a new indictment and they asking for another bond? Are you kidding me? His lawyer says, his argument says that these guys are his security. These guys are his artists. But I find that strange, Your Honor. If that's the case, then tell Mr. Lucci and tell his lawyer to present us W-2s, to present us 1099 forms. Because if they do got them, they haven't paid no taxes on them. So should I call the IRS? Should I put it on speakerphone and alert the IRS? Is I'm doing the wrong job? I might need a job with YFN Lucci if they can do legit business and not pay taxes. If they security and they artists, why they haven't been paying taxes? Why is no, and this business been open for years. This business been open for over 5 years. So tell these guys to show me 1099 forms, W-2 forms. Tell these guys to bring in here in this courtroom tax returns. If they getting paid legit to be security, if they getting paid legit to be a music artist, oh, that's right. They get paid with drug money. They get paid with new guns for the streets. That's how they get paid. That's their 1099. That's their tax return. New guns, more weed, more dope, more pills, more lean. That's what's really going on, Your Honor. How else can these low-level street guys get all these high powerful weapons, get these cars, wear these nice designer clothes? How else could they get it, Your Honor? It's through these rappers. These guys is not connected to no cartel. We'd have been knew this. We'd have been find out. We always find out. It's these rappers. Don't you get it, Your Honor? Understand that, Lucci. That's what they saying in the courtroom. That's what they gonna say, Lucci. See, the state of Georgia and the feds have both agreed to make an example out of YFN Lucci. They both agreed to spank you, to embarrass you in front of everybody, to destroy you in front of everybody. At least try to. And they feel like right now they playing future. Yeah, right now they playing future. They feel like with the shooting charges and the indictment, racketeering, yeah, they playing future. They playing ain't no way around it. That's what they're playing. That's what the Fed was playing on the way to the courtroom. That's what they're playing. That's what they're playing when they sealed the indictment and sent it to the state of Georgia so they can bring it to you. And they can come and arrest you. Or you turn yourself in however it's gonna come. Yeah, they're playing that ain't no way around it. See, Lucci, a lot of evidence gonna come from informants. But the other evidence gonna come from when you press record on your phone. When other people around you and your entourage press record on their phone and recorded everything and posted on social media for the image that help you get richer. Yeah. Lucci, somebody want to see you get 10 to 20 to 30 years in prison. Somebody want to see that happen. They want to see that. They want to give you a lot of time, Lucci. Yeah. They want you to miss out on a lot of your kids' time. They want you to miss out on a lot of your time as an artist. They want you to get so much time when you come out, they don't even remember Lucci. That's what they want, Lucci. What we can hope is they drop one of them charges. They drop either the shooting charge or this racketeering charge. And you get a good plea for the lesser charge they stick you with and they hit you with. That's the best thing that can happen in this situation. But they're going to have to try to stick you with something because they wouldn't come this hard, back to back like this. They might be playing that Drake too, back to back, because they hit you back to back. So that's what you need to be telling your lawyer to make happen for you. Like, you need one of these big charges off your back. They think you're a running back. They think they can just pass you off the ball and you can just run through the hole. And everybody on defense is the feds. And you starting on your own goal line. And you got to make it to the touchdown. And when you fumble, you pick up the ball, it's new charges. A whole new charge. And you still got to make it to the touchdown. Or at least, now if you make it to the touchdown, that means you beat all the charges. But if you kick a field goal and get 3 points, that means you beat one of the charges. And you just facing another big charge. So you at least got to make it to the 35. But you're starting off, remember, you're starting off on your own goal line. Understand that, Lucci. And it could be slippery out there, Lucci. It could be raining. On a football game, on a football field, it could be raining. It could be real slippery out there. It'd be so easy to fumble and lose that ball. Now, if you lose that ball and the defense pick up the ball and run it back to the touchdown, you lose on everything and you're done. So understand that, Lucci. All eyes on you right now. The heat is on you right now. And it's Juvenile second album, 400 Degrees. That's what it is right now, Lucci. That's my take on this situation right here, man. Tell me how y'all feel about this, man. Hit the comments, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, man. Go on.